This video will give you an understanding on the Tax Institute of Australia. We are a professional accountancy firm registered in Australia with the Australian Tax Office as a registered tax agent. We take pride in serving for more than 7 years in Australia in the field of financial services to Australian firms. Let us look at the courses offered by the Tax Institute of Australia. The diploma level Australian Tax Training course with recommended software by the Australian Taxation Office. Upon passing the assessment, you can work with our many affiliated BPO firms in Sri Lanka, or migrate to Australia with a white-collar job. In order to follow the professional course, one must have completed the diploma course successfully. Upon successful completion, one can work with our affiliated BPO firms in Sri Lanka, migrate to Australia with a white-collar job, or run your own BPO firm in Sri Lanka. An individual tax return is the fundamental for all entities and the most complicated tax return for a Sri Lankan to understand. The following diagram shows how important the individual tax return for any entity. So one cannot ignore or overlook individual tax returns and prepare tax returns for other entities. The Tax Institute of Australia will also provide the students with software to prepare their financials. The following diagram describes the work process involved in a business process outsourcing firm. We provide our students webinars provided by the Xero team. If the students successfully complete the case study, Xero software company will offer students with Xero advisor certificates. The Tax Practitioners Board is a national body responsible for the registration and regulation of tax agents, BAS agents and tax advisors. The TPB is also responsible for ensuring compliance with the Tax Agent Services Act 2009, including the Code of Professional Conduct. The Australian Taxation Office is the principal revenue collection agency of the Australian Government. It effectively manages and shapes the tax and superannuation systems that support and fund services for Australians. Our objective is to work with the successful candidates on a long-term basis with our firm in Australia as a tax consultant under our business name. We will provide you the necessary programs and facilities to serve your clients or work with our affiliated BPO. Let us now understand the business model through frequently asked questions. Once you successfully complete this course, you will work as a subcontractor tax consultant with our Australian firm, Ethical Accounting and Taxation Services. Upon the completion of the course, you can work with our affiliated POs in Sri Lanka. Further, once you gather the experience and exposure, you can liaise with Australian firms to outsource taxation, accounting, bookkeeping functions. A subcontractor is like someone doing their own business and generating their own clients for the foreseeable future. It is illegal to do a tax return or charge a fee in Australia unless you are a registered tax agent or working under their supervision. We will give you the necessary programs in your laptop or desktop to do the tax return of the entities. We will also guide and give access to other facilities which is given by the Australian Taxation Office. Every individual business and companies must do or lodge a tax return in Australia by law on 30th June every year. So there is a population of 27 million people in the land of Australia and growing. They are your potential client base. If you successfully complete our assessment, we will give you a referral accordingly. We will assist you in your migration needs with our alliance of expert migration agent. You will pay proportionately a low royalty fee on every client that is lodged with us. The rule is simple: if you have no clients, you do not pay us. We will give you ongoing support to you on each and every client's circumstances until you become the master of the trade. Qualified chartered accountants, CPA and the people who have experience will give you guidance for your genuine queries. If you fail the assessment, you will be given an opportunity free of charge. This course is ideal for students who are planning to migrate to Australia temporarily or permanently, Sri Lankans who are planning to do the diplomas, undergraduates or postgraduate studies in Australia, the investors who are planning to migrate to Australia to do a tax or audit business, graduates who want to work with us in Sri Lanka with our affiliated BPO firms for the future. Well-structured and manually compiled materials and notes will be provided to them in each lecture, and up-to-date information about the tax system. Hands-on approach on leading software. A real-time or a simulation program will be carried out by the firm to the students, such as meeting and interviewing the tax clients. The course fee is 85,000 Sri Lankan rupees. For more information, log on to our website or contact us on our hotline.